Special meeting, welcome everybody. Covered up with press and friends. Sam, what are we here for?
The the sewer plant renovation project, we're essentially working with three different masters, one of which is the Rural Center, who's funding $1 million. The local government commission, who had to pass off on the debt for the town, and then the Diener, North Carolina Diener, who's actually the loan administrator for the state to the town. And unfortunately, each one of them has its own set of paperwork that is somewhat overlapping. In other words, we have one set of resolutions that local government commission accepts and uses, which are not interchangeable with the set of resolutions and budget information that Diener uses. So what we're facing here today is a simple two items that the Diener, North Carolina Diener, requires of the town, and one is a resolution by the Aldermen, which is basically a housekeeping resolution which designates the responsible parties that Diener has to work with in terms of the loan. That's the first issue. And then the second one is a capital project ordinance which completely enumerates all the revenue sources and the expenditure areas by category that corresponds to the project sheet that Diener requires. So those are the two items before the board. It's basically just meeting their paperwork requirements, but we have to do it.
So resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the town of Franklin, accepting the state revolving loan offer of $5,350,300 and give assurance to the North Carolina Department of Environmental and Natural Resources that the items specified will be adhered to, and that we direct Sam Greenwood as our manager to authorize and furnish such information as necessary, and that we have substantially complied or will do so with all regulations pertaining thereto. Is there a motion that we adopt this resolution?
I make a motion.
Is there a second? Any further discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Sissy.
Then the second item is the ordinance before you, which has the section 3 has the total expenditure areas broken down by classifications that meet the Diener finance schedule, and then the section 4 of the funds from 3 separate sources that correspond to make the matching revenue to the expenditure. And also under number 6, section 6, you'll see where the town will be enabled to reimburse itself for the funds that were advanced to the project for the preliminary engineering.
Now, this just says that we can advance it from the enterprise fund. We have to get permission from who's the grantor here? The grantor.
That's in from the proceedings.
Agency.
It'd be from the Diener and it'd be
Diener.
from the rural. It's all of it.
Well, the Diener's not saying that we can advance and get this paid. We're just saying we can advance.
Basically, the ordinance allows the finance officer to recover the funds once we set up the loan finally with Diener.
I'm sure it does. And just because I see a lot of numbers here, this is a project that will basically get the waste treatment facility in good shape.
Yes, and the attendant pump station off the Drake Road and the equalization basin.
Equalization
and the
basin.
new force main underneath the lake.
And what would be down the road the next time that we probably would have to start addressing capital issues out there?
At the sewer plant, possibly only for the final treatment basement where the flow goes back into the lake if they change the standards for discharge. It's not likely. The next in line to be worked on, of course, I believe, is going to be the water plant.
Right.
Given, where we are, that's part of the discussion Saturday as well, is to talk about water resources as well as sewer resources for the town.
So, John, can we adopt this ordinance just not up and down road, or does it have to?
Yes, sir, it's just a straightforward vote.
Motion to adopt this ordinance?
I make a motion, we adopt the ordinance.
Any further discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. No opposed, I'll sign it. We're gathering at 8:30 Saturday morning. We'll go till at least 11 whenever the Vietnam Veterans Parade, is that correct?
Biscuits will be available for those who choose to come early.
At 8, at 7:30.
Given the limited nature of what we can do at a business, at a meeting, as a call session for a specific item, is there a motion we adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second. All in favor?